Welcome back to Trusted Transitions. In our next segment, we have John Whalen, owner of Cornerstone Development. Good morning, John. How are you?
Good morning, Mike. How are you?
I am wonderful. I am wonderful.
Nice to see you again.
Yes. Cornerstone is an award-winning builder of amazing ranch-style condominiums, single-family homes in prime locations across southeastern Wisconsin, and they feature floor plans and amenities that everyone seems to be looking for these days. 2 weeks ago, John, we discussed the 7 communities you have across southeast Wisconsin. I'll go through them real quick. Tell me if I miss any here. We had Aspen overlooking Waukesha and the
Right?
Glen at Standing Stone, right, in Waukesha.
Yep.
We had the Glen at Broadlands in North Prairie.
Right?
We've got the Glen at Pewaukee Lake. We have the Glen at Wanakee and Menominee Falls, the Grove and River Hills, and I know I'm forgetting one. I think it's your new one, the Glen at Stonewall Farms in Grafton, correct?
That's right. In Grafton. Yeah.
Yeah, yep. Excellent, excellent. So, what would you like to cover this week, John?
I mean, let's talk, Mike, about well, first of all, the market's hot. We have sold more in January than we have probably in 10 years. It is
Wow.
outstanding. And there are reasons. I mean, why should people buy new? That's really kind of the thing that I think would be helpful. But
Right.
what are the elements of new that are so appealing to people? So why is it hot? Why don't we go
Yeah,
down that
yeah.
route and see what
Well,
it
I was
brings?
I was jotting down just from my world what I see because I represent both sides, the building side and the existing inventory
Right?
side. One of the first things I see right now is inventory is still remaining really tight in the market, and we're still in a bidding war situation on existing inventory, and that can be stressful for home buyers. And I know because I've worked with many clients who have built, and that lowers that stress level because you're bypassing, the competition. I mean, ho what are you seeing in your world?
Exactly what you said. And then the added element there, Mike, okay, if you're gonna buy new, great, you don't have the bidding war situation,
Mhm.
but when you're selling your place, you might get it. So why not take advantage of the double edge of that sword, right? Take advantage of a hot
Right.
market where there's a need for more homes, but change how you live and your lifestyle and look for the advantages of new while you can.
Now, I know you have several inventories across southeastern Wisconsin.
Mhm.
What is, the lot inventory like right now? I mean, if I come to some of your newer communities, do you still have a good
Oh,
number
we
of
do.
lots available to select?
I mean, it's getting tight, at Standing Stone and Waukesha, it's getting tight at Pewaukee Lake. They've been
Mhm.
around a bit. There aren't many left, but there are still some, and then in some of the others we're just starting up. Gosh, we can plan out homes. People that may not be ready for a home for a year. That's fine. Let's reserve the spot and do it then.
Oh,
Or
that's true, right?
somebody may say,
Mhm.
I need to move quickly," and we can do that too,
Okay.
because we do have some what we call a ready home. So, it really depends on the needs and wants of each, respective buyer.
Let's shift gears a little bit and talk about material cost. I know over the
Mhm.
past several years, we've seen some volatility with prices for lumber and other things kind of going up and down, but they seem to have stabilized now. Are you seeing that? Have you seen prices actually come down on lumber
We
now?
we have,
Yeah,
and that's you think about that, that's pretty remarkable because they
right.
shot up, to your point, absolutely shot up, but here's the reason, and all you gotta do is really kinda open up some articles on some of the big builders. There are
Right.
certain pockets of the market where there's been a pushback, Florida, California, the coasts. So the
Right.
big builders have been just doing okay, and their demand isn't as high, which frees up lumber and brings the prices down, supply and demand. So we're seeing that with other elements too. So we're pretty excited about that. And again, I think that lends another good reason as to why it might be a good time. Take
Right.
advantage of this idea that you're not buying at peak material pricing
Yeah,
to get into your home.
that's true. That's true. Another benefit to building now is the superior energy efficiency of these new homes, right? The more and more I read on the latest advancements in insulation or which with HVAC systems, it just becomes smarter and smarter to buy new because there's so many advantages. You want to elaborate on that a little bit for listeners?
Absolutely happy to. It's almost every year our HVAC gets more efficient because the government demands it does, right? You get to a SEER rating, which is energy efficiency ratings that the government puts out, which is good and helpful. We
Right.
also find new and better ways to do things, better ways to insulate and so forth. Like, here's one for you, Mike, duct sealing. We just came across this and we love it. I had it done in my own home. We can take and seal the ductwork in a home because about 35% of the airflow gets lost as it's moving through your home on a regular home basis. And
Okay.
they found when they studied mine, they could see the air pressure being lost. They put this safe sealant in from the inside. They blow it in, and it seals the ducts. So your
Oh, wow.
airflow is so much more efficient. I'm now at like 98.7% efficient or something. And so all
Wow.
of a sudden my cost went down.
And that's
It's
something
remarkable.
new home builders building with Cornerstone can expect in their new home is this process.
Exactly.
Wow.
I think it's one of the nicest innovations I've seen in a while.
That's
Yeah,
awesome. Well,
yeah,
that's gonna definitely save some money, and
right,
talking about saving money, just overall, the other advantage is maintenance costs, right, on an existing home
right.
compared to a new build, it's not even close, right? I mean,
Exactly. I mean, the
from the
first year you
roof.
get a warranty, right?
Oh, right,
But but even beyond that, many of our manufacturers, siding, windows, etcetera, the warranties go maybe out as much as 20, 25 years. I mean, we
right.
put hardy plank,
Oh, yeah.
cementitious board, so it's cement board on the outside. It doesn't have to be painted for 15 years,
Oh my gosh.
guaranteed.
Hey, you're talking
So,
to a guy that has a cedar
oh,
home. I think I've
I
had
had
that
one.
thing painted in the 14 years I've been there, I think I've painted it 3 or 4 times already, John, and,
Yeah,
it's a big house. I mean, it's 5 figures every time I have that house painted. So
I get it. Have the birds started to attack it yet? Going after bugs and pecking
oh, you
holes?
mean the little woodpecker holes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, here and there, I've had that over the years, so, yeah,
Uh,
my next home is gonna be hardy plank for
yep.
sure, we've already talked about it. I'd love to go 15 years and not have to worry about
Well,
any of that,
Mike, it insulates the home better, right? I mean, think about
right?
it. What's a better
Yeah,
insulator? Some
right.
wood, porous cedar, or concrete? It's the concrete. It'll seal your home up very, very nicely.
Excellent, excellent.
You know, I'll put it this way, when you ask about efficiencies, I have not had a homeowner complain about their energy costs ever to me,
I
20 some
believe it.
years,
I believe it. That's
not
awesome.
once.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Talk to me a little bit about resale value on a new built home on at what you see versus older properties.
Well, the reason resale holds up, certainly for a long period of time, is because we're using materials that do last longer, i.e., the siding.
Right,
And so when people look to buy something that was more recently built, they know they're not going to have to replace things. What
right.
really hurts on resale for call it used homes that have been around a while is people will start to do math and discount it from the pricing as
Mhm.
to what they're going to have to repair on that home. Oh, it's going to need a new roof in 5 years. It's going to need this or that. That's
Right,
another advantageous way. People should look at new. Maintaining the hold of the value
right.
does seem to be more proven these days.
Right. Yeah. No, I see that too.
Yeah,
That's why I was asking. We're getting close on time, but I want to wrap up with lifestyle changes. Tell me
yeah.
about the advantage you see. I mean, I know it because I see it, and I've directed clients to your homes before. Maybe highlight some of the amenities and benefits that a new Cornerstone
People that buy from us,
client is
Mike,
going to see.
yeah, people that buy from us, look, they want to change how they live.
Right.
They don't wanna worry about the exterior maintenance elements that can be so problematic, like that painting you referred to, but
Hmm.
also like mowing your lawn, pulling weeds,
Hmm.
shoveling snow,
Right.
raking, right? Raking leaves in the fall. Those are things that are left for someone else to do, and so it frees you up for a lifestyle change it's just healthier. You get together with friends and family, do more exercising, get out for walks, and that's what we see as incredibly advantageous. So you
Well,
break away from
John, I'm a big fan, and I say on every time you're on the show, my wife and I love your ranch style condos, and someday we'll likely be a client of yours, and I look forward to that
good.
day because I look forward to that lifestyle change myself,
Yeah,
quite honestly. So, but
yeah, we'd like to work with you. That'd be great.
hey, we're out of time for this segment. Thanks so much for being on, though, John. We look forward to having you on again in a few weeks. And listeners, we will be back in just a few minutes with our next segment.
All right.
Thanks so
Thanks, Mike.
much. All
Take
right.
care.